Hello everyone. I'd like to begin by asking if you've ever had bittersweet moments in your life that tug at your heart at the mere thought of them. I'd like you to think about those moments where no matter how many times you replay them in your mind, they still reach to the depths of your soul. Now, I'd like to share one of my moments with you. I'm standing on a pier smiling to keep from crying. I have to stay strong and hold it together, not just for myself and for him, but for our children as well. My heart aches because the man that I love and adore is leaving for the next 6 months. But I still hold my head up high because of what this symbolizes, what this means, and of how proud I am of what this stands for. I am now a temporary single parent and the backbone of this long distance relationship. I am a military spouse. I'm not the most experienced military spouse, but I have been one for about 6 years now. And over the years, I have learned both from personal experience as well as from communicating with other military spouses and significant others in the area. And I've also done a lot of research on websites such as Military One Source as well as military.com, just to name a few. I would like to take this time out to first give a little insight as to just how many people are affected by the military lifestyle. Then I plan to give an idea about the things you need to know when you're marrying into or just dating the military, as well as some of the challenges that are faced, and finally some of the advantages and opportunities that military spouses are offered. Now, many people are affected by the military lifestyle. According to the Center for Military Spouse Help, there are more than 5,900 military installations in the United States alone. 80% of military spouses are under the age of 35, and 95% of military spouses are female. 37% of those military families have children. Now that I've given a general idea of how many people are affected by the military lifestyle, it's time to talk about some important information that spouses do need to know. Now, there are things that you need to know when marrying into or even just dating someone in the military. If there's an emergency while your loved one is deployed or on tour, then you should contact the American Red Cross, and they will at that time get the information necessary from you and then get that information to your significant other or your spouse, no matter where they may be, even if they're overseas or just right around the corner and you can't reach them. There's also the ombudsman. The ombudsman for your significant other's command is there for any questions that you may have concerning your spouse, especially while they're out on deployment or on tour if they're different branches, if they're on tour. There are certain things also that can and cannot be said over the phone and the internet for security reasons. This is called Operation Security, or OPSEC for short. And according to First Information Operations, these things can include the whereabouts of your significant other as far as where they are going, or that can even include when they will return. This can cause a security hazard and give off information that the military may not want to be known as to the general public. There's also the pleading family support that are available for your support and can give information that is needed to help military families with their transition from being civilians to being military and vice versa. Now that I've talked about some important information that spouses need to know, I'd like to talk about some of the challenges that are faced. Deployments and tours can be stressful times for all involved. Helping children deal with deployments and tours is a very crucial part of successfully and sanely getting through these times. According to Biljana Atova, children need to have an understanding of what is happening and why. There should be as much time spent as possible with the child as a family, as well as individually before deployment, explaining what will happen, why it's happening, and what can be done while the military have party will be gone. Parents should also be prepared for reactions from your children, such as stress, possible misbehavior, or even the child blaming themselves for the active duty parent having to leave. There are also forums that you can join to get support from other women and men that may be going through the same situation. Bless you. The same situation that you are going through. This is a opportunity for you to get advice from other people in the same situation, as well as to just vent if you feel that you need to vent. Now that I've discussed some of the challenges that are faced, I'd like to talk about some of the advantages and opportunities that military spouses are offered. There are resources available for military spouses that are in search of portable jobs or are looking to further their education. On the website Military One Source, the Military Spouse and Education Center, there you can search through thousands of listings for companies that have what are considered portable jobs, which are jobs that can be moved from one state to another depending on whether or not you have to relocate. They can be transferred, and 9 times out of 10 they are more flexible with their hours to allow for the military spouse being deployed and the spouse that's left behind having to have more responsibility at that time. There's also a link available to post your resume for employers to view and to contact you for an interview. And you can also request career advice to get you started if you have no idea what direction you'd like to go in or where to start on your career search. There's also a program that was recently started that provides up to $6,000 towards the education of military spouses. This program covers your classes for up to $6,000, and all that you are responsible for would be your books or any extra materials that you may need. It covers classes towards a degree, and that could be a 2-year degree, a 4-year degree, or even further. And on this website, you can speak with a counselor or just search the military spouse friendly schools to find what school would be more beneficial to what you're looking for. Now, in conclusion, throughout this speech, you were given information on both the benefits and challenges of being a military spouse. Today, I gave a little insight as to just how many people are affected by the military lifestyle. Then I gave an idea of some things you need to know when you're marrying into or dating military, as well as some of the challenges that are faced, and finally, some of the advantages and opportunities that military spouses are offered. Thank you for your time and attention.
You're welcome.